it. So
facts. That's exactly what I done right.
you know, like I said, I tried to give him a chance to get it back. It was going a little long. If you wanted to wrap his round after, but with money on the floor, I gotta call it. But
Now respect. You gave mad leeway.
yeah,
Gave a lot of things.
I tried. So, but without further ado, we do got the last battle of the night, this 3-rounder, and we got Pyro in the building. So I'm gonna pull him up. You, Pyro.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay. I see how it's gonna go. All right, well, let's pull up some.
Shout out to the different backgrounds too. Shout out to the ring.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, it's a different one.
He came prepared. Pyro came prepared.
You got a mic check?
Social.
Mike. Yep. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
All right. You sounding good, Social?
Yeah.
All right. You sounding good too. All right. So yeah, you know the deal. I'm gonna pull us off the screen. Who's going first?
Whoever.
You care?
Pyro.
Care. Called in the air.
Heads.
Okay. It is heads. All right, on Pyro. All right, hold on. So I'm gonna play the transition and we'll go right into this battle, bro. Battle, bro, in it. All right, let me take this comment off the screen real quick. Bang, bang. I got this first round right here. Let me get to this. Put them on the. Yeah, I'm just gonna run this in, and it's on Pyro. 3-rounder. What are we doing? The ring, huh? Huh? All right, let's go. Let's get it.
I got a call from Social. He ain't want nothing. If I rack up a milli with this shot, that just mean I was gun tucking. Bump something. It's rush hours now. I just came to bump something. Fuck a ceasefire. If I had to catch back and I ran for a gun, that just mean I came to trump something after the fight. It's like a toxic ex. It was fun dumping. Hit that shotgun. Show him what it's life like. I came to bump something. Bump a peace treaty. He gonna need greedy. Scary. I don't know it's obscurity. If I get back by the government after bumming on social, that just mean I wreck social security. I'm a social worker. Take everything from him. House grab something. Now forget that. Social, what is this? Too loud to doubt. Now we both love God, but if we team up in virtual, we'd be the first social club misfits. How do you like that though? It was like social movements in a social gathering. You know, I'm not staring. It's like the white neighbor that gets one call and mix up your feng shui because I'm not caring. I mean, it was so cool. I know that he hear it. The cash app clears and then they clear it. I know they cheering. If they came and I know in sight, I have faith with God. I got him in my scope because I know he fear it. It was a new frontier after Shosho died. He was in plain sight on the southwest because he lost his spirit. In the ring, mask paint. Now forget that. He filled the sting. It's like Nova after the police pull up. You gonna cry in the ring. We gonna talk tonight. No, forget all that. Die in the scheme. If the chick tell me SMD, it's a smack in her face when I make her kiss the ring. Now we back to it. I make all kind of music, all kind of fluid. And Oculus, no social gaming. Now it's like an Oculus because in virtual, we even see that social playing, social gaming across the map, anti-social. I see that you were the type to get a mail order bride and then get kids. Man, you anti-postal. How you didn't even know half of the people that you got booked on the league and I do. My whole career, man, I just mean you anti-social. Without Pablo, you know it was crazy. I was an angry fan yelling at the screen. Like, man, I ain't like that. Even Sick Moss was mad at you. You was outside talking tough. I was like watching a smack event because we was in the career talking about fight back. Social. So it's me versus you. Social identity theory. Socialism. It leads to a social gathering. But so many countries, they can't even help socials buddies. They know my career from 2001 to being the V Cody. My whole career was social studies, assassination, you know, bump the obscurity. Because they know if after this, it's surgical with the pen. I was sparring with Jerry in my ring. That just means he can't register. The laceration. Since they talked about me riding, it was just agitation. Because the same way he died is defamation of character. Social died, this was character assassination. I was Ricky Marvel, the 10-2 assassin. The Blade, Lionheart in this blood sport. He thought he was Van Damme on the sport. He had a brave heart. Forget that. You was a Street Fighter in Mortal Kombat shit. That was cool, but Social hating, how he gonna beat me after these assassination games? That would be Social lacing. This was only round one. He did a heel turn. John Cena, because he couldn't see me in the ring. From Boston to Boston, he didn't know what was at stake. I still got my Charlie card. I could kill you in Mansfield and then go chill in Brockton. If I wanted to do, you know what? I'll save that and give what it's due. Because after this, it's only round one and I took it light, but just wait till round two. Round one.
Good round, good round, good round.
Nice.
You have 51 battles. Bro, you have 51 battles. That is fucking insane. Like, how much did you make? Was it enough to live in luxury or was it a waste? You're such a disgrace. How you got 51 battles when you got nothing to say? 51 battles? And I can't quote one of them. Wait. Nope. None of them. Yo, 51 battles? Well, I guess that makes me 52. Which is actually fitting, dude. Because my last op was 52. He got away and escaped. But I won't make the same mistakes when I'm killing you. This won't be no damn classic. This man's trash. I'm fantastic. So stand back, because if hands clash, it's like air traffic. You're going to see arms waving when he fly through the air and land backflips. You keep saying you're going to retire? We need some damn answers. Here, I'll help. Wrap your body in saran plastic. Smell so bad they'll need a hazmat and a gas mask to half mask it. Now get in that damn casket, so you can really be surrounded by flames when I send you to hell in a handbasket with a can full of gas and matches. Yo, what, I gotta spell it out for you? Like a light bright? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Say goodnight, night. Yo, I'ma put you to sleep like every track that this guy writes. He got more tracks than maps you could create on Excite Bike. You just string together lines for the win. Well, bitch, I don't fly kites. Dallas champ about to get dethroned like a Mike Tyson prize fight. Turn Pyro to pyrite. That's fool's gold. No treasure. Yeah, we all see the shine, but the value just don't measure. Yo, I'm a soldier on a holy mission. I'm a soldier on a holy mission to expose this holy roller's phony gimmicks. And y'all can be my Jehovah's Witness when I turn Ned Flanders into Homer Simpson. Yo, drop you in Springfield at a sober living home for women. Bury you 6 feet where the rocks bury if you don't know your limits. And your death gonna be senseless if you showing symptoms of a COVID victim, and you gonna see mass graves if you don't give social distance.
Put the thumbs up if you can hear me. I had a phone call. Okay, cool. That round was cool, but I see some choppiness in your style. Let's light a spark for dude. I really hated to do this because you my buddy, but I kicked the light off because it's about to get dark for you. That just means God was trying to save the dude. But right now, this was a social standing. We agreed to a social contract. I showed social grace in the vocal combat. Kick like wombats, being a social climber of V. Cody, but he didn't want static like dryer sheets. But you want that? It gets dark like Wakanda. Social circles get pulled up. Social media gets messed up off of volume 1 like Wikipedia. I gotta know something. How you have all these battles being homegrown and you ain't even homegrown? Social be like, if I come in and it's really scary, it's ass like Charlie Cliffs and Holly Berry. I mean, she's a virgin after the ratchet split her top and make it pop her. Shut the, you know what, bro? Then he tried to expose my schemes. But what you wanted for? I go from Psalm 23, and you a man of God too. So brother against brother, that's really stupid because, I mean, I'm not trying to keep score, but the rebuttal tells me the Christians usually killed everybody and caught bodies. So that just means I went from a Psalm 23 to 144. Now we back to the raps. Clothesline. He didn't want no static. We ain't cut from the same cloth. It's social fabric. Social circle, social media. Fooled us in volume 1 with the hype. I don't buy it. It's just like that. It's like he wanted to die, but then he got outside, but I won't try it. I mean, the time and time again, to restore order. I ain't like that. I already told you about the social battle when he faced Sick Mosh. I'm still waiting on you to fight back. I mean, what? It was endurance, resurrection after the social interaction and experiment. Peep the instructions of the equipment. We see the signs and the social cues. Our name flip him. Marshall Fraser thought he could lift weights being an Olympic champ, but he died because he didn't reach the social. You know what's crazy to me? Yeah, it's like that. You know what's crazy to me? I get surgical with this pen. From the heights that I climb, social witnessing, even maxed up, health issues, prevailed by leverage, even prophets seen what it was coming. That was just social distancing. No matter the range, though. I'm an assassin with the shot. Because they know what it was. Black ink after this, laceration when it popped. It's like I was having a conversation with Jer. This social engagement that we got, social psychology. He was caught in identity theft by social inferiority theory. You know, social gonna die in the plot. I mean, what's scared of I turn these lives into a parody. It's Pharisee, because he was late in grave danger, because all of y'all on the other side are dead to me. I mean, the bubble stare, the bubble flare, again, it's like old Nickelodeon shows. Are you all dead? Watch them. Double care. No, you get slimed out. Salute your source because he's roasted, toasted, and burnt to a crisp when we say, hey, dude, welcome freshman. That just mean I double dare. We're going to expose his gobble guts. Yeah, it's like that. What would you do? Are you afraid of the dark? You read my file with the nightmare and got goosebumps. But what would you do? I'm old school. Whoa! Go, Pyro. I just had to talk to myself. And you know, it's kind of boring. I hear voices in my head. He'll see this come out of nowhere like Randy Orton. Damn. I got a question. If I mastered a weapon, the price on his head. If this was entrepreneurship and social hierarchy, it's social enterprise. If I'm half-stepping, nah. But it's really cool and it's really like, it's just social coherence. How is a social frame? I mean, you talk like you big, but online, we know that you're not a socialite. Battling me was worthless on Demon Time and Angel Warren. He hanged it wrong. No, he played it wrong. If you hadn't committed great sins and got battle rap, God wouldn't have sent a punish me like me upon you. I'm Genghis Khan. Battling me was worthless. I got a Harley Quinn carrying a hammer for you jokers with no purpose. Worthless. Lions and tigers and bears may be more powerful. This was social gratification. And you ain't gonna make it out. Because I bury you. Round 2.
Yep. Yo, I'm a boss. He's my employee. He has to do what I say. Okay, he has had mistakes, but he has what it takes. He never asked for a day, never asked for a raise. He'll work Saturdays for half of the wage. I mean, shit, he'll work Saturdays for half the wage. Yo, fuck it. Why you always in the hospital? Now, I'm not knocking you, but when you go there, what exactly do the doctors do? Do they just stand around and talk to you? Do they just stand around and talk to you? As soon as you leave, they be on the walkie like, he's on the loose. And then they lure you back in with some fraud excuse. Yo, doesn't it bother you? Do they even have anything to offer you? Fuck it. Time.
I was expecting more of a fight. The call was just God telling me to cool down because he was trying to save your life. They called me outside, right? You know it is true. Because even bobcats know not to mess with wild dogs like they escaping the zoo. This freestyle is crazy. They know Jay is all the weak because what I borrow is lethal. I don't follow equals. The same way social wish he's in a different time zone because out thin there disappear. I'm like the tomorrow people. What I borrow is lethal. You got it crazy and got it messed up because I know that you hear it is in plain fright. I said social mediums is just like that other Matt phrases that I know that caught stage fright. See, I knew a guy who was a psychic medium who liked to talk to the dead. He was stealing a lot of money and then he would run off with the bread. He got a lot of awards and applause from the people, but he got lost in the shuffle like Cupid. And you taking this battle talking about meet me on the southern side in the afterlife from the books you wrote was kind of stupid. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about an author named Matt. Same last name, same accolades. I mean, he wasn't that great. I mean, after that, he was found a fraud. He tried to be an Olympic champ 5 times with medal, but all that drug talk mean he couldn't push much weight. Now we here on virtual. I mean, it's ungifted. I mean, after the social event, the logic was unscripted. Then we got here. Never say die like the Goonies. They peeped the background. I mean, back wild. It's just like the Blue Portal scene with Luke Kang. You were my brother, then you died. It's Luke Kang versus Kung Lao. I want to know what made the stage. What made it great? Wasn't that your brag name? I know it was hard to score because if we both go back and forth like tennis over the net, then what you harping for? I don't hear it. I don't fear it. I hear the trumpets every sound. They said Pyro was yelling, getting aggressive, and then he started clapping every round. It's all these different opinions on social media that makes us fake. It's like you watch Animal Planet and all that taught me was you have to be a mongoose in a world full of snakes. Many quotables, though. Meaning quotables, though, talking about Jesus and turn the other cheek like he wasn't meek. He was outspoken. All that means is I want you to use your right hand because it's disrespect from a backhanded compliment. Because if I slap you, that's me turning the other cheek. Hold on, Pyro. Cool down. Let Jésen talk to him. You know what you got me started for? You see this darkened course on this Harvard tour. Nah, it's real cool. Then social died. It's like you set up plans at a guarded door and then you get strategy from a technical disposition. Do you follow, bro? I mean, do you copy? So it's exposed his whole tactical background, classifications in these 9. I just showed you the art of war. Yeah. I know it's like that. I could have took it about 2:30 and like that, but I told you it's over though. It's just like if we was Lecrae and I was rapping after the guys, we rehab off the drug because he wanted smoke. Well, now I'm about to overdose. See, I was a B coded about like in the Discovery Gym, but you know what's funny? They brought me to a tournament. That was back when I was getting paid by Bunny. I mean, back when I was boring niggas to death. Back when Too Wild to Die with Too Real for battle rap after Rucker. But after that, they tried to play me like a sucker, but it's cool though, because when I showed up in New York, it was an East Texas nigga. I just showed you how to take a shot like KD at the Rucker. This was overdose and overkill. I don't know, but it's over still. It's just like the first battle. You heard the voice, and then Jay, you thought I was going to stop in the dark. No, let's just keep it real. And then it exposed everything. But you know, on your road to success, we take out the tire first, pump the brakes, because all that gas going to leave you dead. They needed Pyro on the car to bring the firework. I didn't really say I retired, though. I just wanted to take a break. I mean, damn, it's like a Jeray show. I mean, it was just something at stake, but it's cool though. You see how we spin the block like F5's like the last battle, but I won't give. You seen Elijah, you read the Bible. They say, Pyro, can you be social? Can dry bones live? I mean, damn. I mean, just, hey, fight then. It's like a derecho, stretch miles per hour and you get winded. That just means you die from straight line. You know what? Let's wrap it up. Your soul gets sent to the cloud in this Final Fantasy because I don't fight for it. Forget a dream match. It's a rude awakening for sleeping on me. You ain't gonna wake up from this nightmare. That's 3.
Yo, how you accept a battle on the Lord's day? It's because some think he a star, but it's all a facade like the man on the moon. This ain't the 4th day. Now, speaking of facades, Isaiah MacWealth. Ring any bells? Isaiah MacWealth. Now, I'm not trying to test your faith. God bless his name. But for heaven's sakes, get away. Yo, this dude is a scam artist. Just digging for gold. Fucking, god damn it. What the fuck? You follow a false prophet making profit getting paid. It's appalling, and I'm lost how you keep on getting played. Fuck, time. My bad, Pyro. My bad.
All good. You know
Fuck.
that is.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah. It happens, bro. It happened to Jay Normus. It happened to fucking Supernova, you know?
Nah, but I knew my shit, though.
I know you rapped it to me earlier. So, you know, it happens sometimes.
Shout outs to that though. Exactly, it does. If I don't know if you for the camp.
Is the audio shot?
Go ahead,
No, you good.
Can y'all?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if you're gonna be if you thinking about wrapping it over for the camera or whatever for like the battle purposes. But your first round that was good. The bars like Pyro got this. Pyro that was fire to like a toxic X like a toxic X he was happy he was fit with the dumping like that was fire. The plain sight setup that you had with that scheme that you got going on that first round. Second with the Sigma shots, the social flips, the Harley Quinn for the Joker. And then that last one, my favorite, was probably one of the last rounds you had. I don't know if you was freestyling or what. It felt like you was freestyling going back and forth, but that was what you said here, what I wrote down. It was writing down a lot of different things.
Yeah, the first parts were rebuttal, but all 3 of them rounds was written. It took me.
That's why I heard some freestyle. All right, that's fire, Pyro. Shout out to you. What the only thing I say though is like sometimes it's like it's hard. You going so fast and not giving a breath. If there was some times or chances, just I don't know if you ever heard this before, but one thing I would say like you dope. You could hear like you got an actual. You could hear that you understand music. I don't even know if that makes sense. I don't know. Like I seen online social media and stuff like that. You got some stuff with your songs and things like that going on albums the magazines and all that, but you definitely can clearly like I'm a musician. I understand like that's what I kind of got that from you. But it's like it's like the importance of a rest in music is the rest is just as important as the actual notes, right? So it's like if you could find little pockets to like let your bars breathe, you got ill stuff going on. But it's like one thing for social on the flip side is like social bars like when you really like social that first round was fire like I think you heated up though. I think you probably started off a little slower, but it was so much that I was really debating really back and forth all like who was I giving that round to. Like Pyro had some bars in there, but I feel like the bars that Social had in that first round was hitting way harder. Like to be honest, it was like 3 or 4 of them that I felt like I was in debate on what I was gonna do. But the stumbles is like
Yeah.
I think people overlook stumbles too. If honestly, like if you had the same impact with those bars, I literally was just kind of basing on overall how I felt about the rounds. Like Pyro had that flow. I already felt that it was like it's gonna be a flow thing versus bars. So can Pyro add enough bars in to beat Social, and can Social deliver that better so it could denounce? Because I'm not you get into pockets, but it's like it sometimes it seems like you're just talking until you warm up into what you're saying. And I
Right.
know that it
I
kind
was
of feel like that. It's like a real talk. It's like real. It's real talk rounds is what I feel like. But if you delivered them same bars in the second and third round, even if you had that stumble, I think it still would have made it. You know, some people are purists and they not gonna rock with it like that. I don't look at life like that. I want to
Um,
hear bars and stuff like that. I don't think a stumble
no,
means everything's over.
I have
in
to
my
say, I think
we're way
sometimes Pyro, I feel like he has the tendency sometimes to go like almost like too much, you know, and it's like you were saying, sometimes it's like it's so, and don't get me wrong, I like rap long rounds too, but sometimes just when you take those like breaks in between and you stop for a second, you're like, like it gives us a second to like reset so you could like follow the next part a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I know
Right.
too. I just got out the hospital too, so when I
Right.
breathe
Bless
like
you.
that, I'm battling too, and then I'll
Bless you.
probably do a breakdown later. I'll probably do a breakdown later because the rounds are very layered. So I
Oh
would
no,
have to
definitely.
do
I realized that
because it was a
when
lot
we
of
were
like layered parts and all that too. But yeah, like I did it for the love though. Yeah, I know the vibes and stuff. I did it for the love, so I
no,
appreciate
Yeah.
y'all
absolutely.
having me. Shout
I
out to
knew when
Social for reaching out for real, for real.
I knew when we battled each
Yeah.
other, like because it was like tailored to me, so I knew how layered some of the stuff was because it
Mhm.
was so direct. That's when I realized it's like, oh shit, like he be saying shit. I just maybe some people don't get like how
Yeah.
tailored it is. And another thing, like you were saying with Social, I feel like his delivery is such a strong suit that like the slightest thing that throws him off, like he'd be letting
Yeah.
like slip up throw him off too much. And instead of
Yes.
getting it back, the fact as soon as he messes up, he's just like, oh fuck the whole round. Oh, I fucked it up. As it's like,
Yeah.
fuck that. You gotta be like, okay, like I like slipped a
Can y'all
little.
hear me?
I'm gonna come
And we
back.
could hear him we could hear you, Social, and we could clearly hear him heating up. And it's like, it's like, all right,
So
stumble, whatever,
so
fix it. We got it. You at the point now, go.
Mhm. Yeah.
so I just grabbed all my rounds, my paper rounds. I just showed them on camera. They weren't here during the battle. Obviously, you guys didn't see me looking down while I was rapping,
No, no.
um but I just went and grabbed them because like I was, bro, I was so, and I apologize so much to Power. My second and third were way crazier than my first. Um so what I want to ask Pyro is, just for the battle's sake, when we release the battle on YouTube, do you want to release it like this, or do you want me to record my 3 rounds and we can, you know, have the actual battle? You know what I mean? It's up to you.
I would just throw out there too, just as a middleman, it would be respectful too. I think just at least probably like put edit or something like that there to like balance it
Oh,
out,
for sure,
Yeah, no,
for
I usually do that.
sure.
I've done
like
that
an
I
with
don't think
asterisk.
Pyro can.
I've done that with other ring battles where it's
Right,
like,
right, right. Because it for the content wise,
yeah,
it's
content.
virtual. It's for the betterment of virtual. Like it's not
No one
a
wants to watch chokes and shit. So, but we still leave the
Right, and
event.
these rounds are too good. To ask Pablo, these rounds are
Yeah, I would
too good
definitely
to
put them. I
just
would definitely put the rounds out for sure. Your second was way better than your first to me when you spit it to me.
way
So.
better. And the third is fucking.
Pablo, social though. But why you really do you like one of those purists who just feel like everybody's like the judgment is gonna be if you stumble, it's over. Like why?
I
What?
think he just gets in his head, and as soon as it doesn't go like
Yeah,
flawless,
because
Oh,
all
that's
day,
really what it
oh,
is.
I fucked
all,
it up, and he
so
can't like get over that fuck up. You know what
right,
I mean?
and all day, I felt no pressure, no anxiety. I was getting through my rounds, and then as soon as I get here to Pablo's crib, like all of a sudden, like I can't even remember the opener to my round. Like I was starting to have trouble, but then I got through it a couple times. I was like, oh, I got this, and
got through the first round. But then as soon as I got to the second, it was like I just blanked. And the second, like the first two schemes in the second were like the two first things that I wrote for this battle. So I know them shits, like.
Yeah, sometimes that's what what the stuff I had for the longest, like, bro, versus Innovate, the stuff in my second versus Innovate is the stuff I had for almost like 2 years. Like 2 years. But if you ask me, I delivered them the worst in that battle. Like, it's because I had it for so long that I felt like, oh, this is locked. And the stuff I wrote the day of the battle was like I delivered it way better than the stuff I had for like 2 years almost.
I don't know if this applies, but it's like it reminds me of when somebody, like, when you don't give yourself a break, like you over like training, like you're not giving your body and mind a time to break. Sometimes, like, give it up. Maybe you working hard, you studying, you going through all of your bars, your rounds and everything, and the 24 hours before the battle, maybe not do that. And maybe, I don't know if that happened in prior times, but maybe it just
No,
changes the
definitely.
strategy.
That happened with the Crisis battle. That happened with the Innovate battle. He'll be like the whole day before, like running it, and like.
Oh yeah, so that might be the thing.
Like, yeah, you're
You
overworking.
open your mind because you it's the bars. It's
really
gonna. The bars, I think you gotta probably have more confidence, and then the bars is gonna end up leading itself. Sometimes you even rapping songs or singing a song, and you don't really technically remember what the whole song is, but you know the next part, the next
That's
line.
why they call it by heart. Know it by heart. You're not.
Well,
like,
that's the thing. Like, the confidence is always there for me because I always know my material's fire. It's just I get in my head about like what it really is I get in my head about, can I remember all this? Because like before Maze, I never did any battles over 60 seconds or 90 seconds. You know what I mean? So like rounds. So like the 2 minute to the 2:30 rounds and shit, it's like it's a little more difficult for me, especially at my older age. So like
that's real.
I'm not making excuses.
That's real talk.
I'm not making excuses. I had to. And I feel hella bad for Pyro and
yeah, you called them out. You called them outside for this shit.
I called them outside, dog. But when people hear this material, people are gonna be like, "Fuck!" Like that battle would have been in it, bro. This would have been battle of the year already so far. Or body. Or body.
That's why you gotta find a way, bro, to definitely deliver that thing. Yeah. Like you got something, you gotta find a way to like get that out. And even it's like a training now. Like you don't want to be that. About boxing, you don't want to be the one who you had this plan and you get socked one time with a jab that you wasn't expecting, and then you just fumble everything and forget what you want to do. Get your jab, get used to that hit, and then keep pushing.
Because when
stumble should not be like that's one of the work. As a consumer, you don't want to see that. So this rule about stumbling is like we gotta fix that a little bit and like ease up.
Well,
I think it's because,
you could deduct a point like a knockout in boxing, but it's not over. That doesn't mean you lost everything because you stumble. Like that's insane.
You got it. I think what it is because when you run your rounds, you're just like running your round to yourself and you're reading it off.
Oh, here we go again. Let me just leave because I can't.
Running it to yourself, as opposed to like when I run my round to my battles, I'm like doing other shit. That's why, like, no matter what's happening, fucking Innovate was like talking during my round. The kid was holding up the phone and like nothing was throwing me off because I'm so used to I rap it like while I'm doing other shit. So that way nothing's gonna throw me off type of shit. You know what I mean? I think you just need to just give yourself more time too, like more prep time. Like,
well, that's the other thing. Like what I do is like I'll hit these waves, and Pablo knows this, where like when I first called out Pyro, I was already coming up with ideas and implementing, and then I hit a little lull or whatever, and come back, and then also I was still coming up with material yesterday.
Yeah, I do that too. I don't know how to like turn it off. I do the same thing.
I don't know how to turn it off.
I knew I had more than 5 minutes, and I would just keep thinking of more shit the day. I'm like, dude, you got it. Like, stop. Just remember what you have. Like, it's two different things. Like, the writing of it is one, and then the prep and memorizing for the battle is the other thing. You have to like turn one off and start to do the next one. But I feel we got Pyro up here. He, I feel like I want to hear a little more from him.
Shout out to
He
Pyro.
said he's in the chat. He couldn't hear you, but
Oh, this fucking StreamYard, bro. I don't know what
He said Pyro was needed on that car for the firework, that whole thing that Pyro was
he had
going
some
in.
shit. Pyro definitely had some shit in there.
Yeah,
listen, Pyro's one of my favorites, and I called him out of respect, nothing else, you know. So it and knowing that like he retired multiple times, but like, you know, I really don't know if he's gonna battle after this. I'm not, unless it's a 2-on-2 with Pablo. I'm not battling, because I'll tell you this, right? Like, I realized this preparing for Innovate, and then also with this, and I hit up Pablo the other day, and I was like, bro, next time I say I want to battle, tell me no. Like, tell me, because what happens is like my work hours are so crazy, and I have so much other shit going on. By the time I get home, I'm so tired. So it's like I really have minimal. If I have a month to prepare for the battle and write for the battle, I really only have maybe 7 days out of that month to actually sit down and work on it, you know? So it's like, for me, it's more of a headache than anything, but I love
it. It always feels like homework, bro. I go through the same thing every time I agree to a battle. Immediately I'm like, why did I say yes to this? This is fucking homework. I'm like, there's so much other shit I could be doing. I'm like, I could be making music, I could be chilling. This is fucking a headache.
Yeah, that's why you gotta respect the battlers.
You know what I mean? So I feel you, bro. It is what it is.
That's why they gotta get respect. You're right.
Pyro's first round for me is probably, to me anyway, is the best round anyone's ever had versus me in a battle, at least virtually. Pyro's first.
I think the same thing. I think the same thing right now just happened. Like his first, like, a lot of y'all might not have caught what he was saying.
Yeah, he was
like a lot of but he was saying a lot of shit to me and speaking about Boston, and you know.
Yeah,
man.
You had that flip that was all though, and you said the Homer Simpson shit into the Springfield, and he said leave him where the rocks buried.
A mass grave if you don't give social distance.
That was fire. That was fire.
Bro, watch me turn Ned. Y'all can be my Jehovah's Witness when I turn Ned Flanders, the Homer Simpson, drop him in Springfield at a sober living home for women, bro. And I had something.
I feel like, hold on.
I had something in the second that was like how you blacking from the South, but you cook without seasoning. Like I had so much fucking. So much shit.
But see how you're spitting it right, how you're rapping it right now, and you're relaxed, and you're just like, and you're like, oh, I had this in a second, and you're remembering it. That's how you need to be during the battle. I feel like as soon as you turn the camera on, I could tell you were like uncomfortable. You know?
Yo, you wait, Pablo. I was literally about to say something like that. And social, I know it's on you, and what y'all just said about how it take away time and all that. But like as a champion and all that, it might be just to. You got the bars already. I think you overthinking that. Like going through and knocking out one of these battles. Maybe not a 3-round. Maybe just doing a run round just for the culture. It's a hip hop thing. Like you got it already. You doing it. You showing you could do it. So it's just like getting over whatever in your head or whatever. But I'm just throwing it out there. Like as a brother, I'm just saying. Like I would tell that to any of my brothers. Like go out in the bang every time.
I don't think the rounds matter, because out of my 18 or 19 battles, 20 battles, whatever it is, only one has been 1 round.
Yeah. But you were just saying, you were like, oh, am I going to be able to remember? The second you start thinking, am I going to be able to remember this? Like, that's a bad place to be.
That's what I was saying.
Like,
that's
you
right.
know that you're going to be able to remember all of it. Like,
it's like somebody who,
like, to me, I had like 25 minutes versus Innovate, and I cut my second short and shit. Like, I had way more that if he wasn't complaining and whining about the time, and there was, because when I originally took that battle, the only stipulation I had was that there be no time limit. Yes, in the face-off, we agreed to money on the floor for the battle, so I said, all right, 5 minutes. But I could have rapped way longer. So to me, it's not even like remember, like fucking 25 minutes worth of shit, just because it's just like I said, it's not the writing it is one aspect, and then like the preparing, putting it in an order where you can jump from this. You should know as soon as I start the scheme, I know it all
Yes.
the way through. And then once you end it, you go, okay, and then you transition into the next scheme. And once you start that scheme, you should know that one all the way through. And then
That's how it is in theater and acting, right? You kind of, that's literally the same exact way.
read your lines. And that's why they say off book too. Like
Facts.
if you're always like practicing it like with the script, like no, you got to be in the moment in the scene too. So it's like you got to be able to you memorize it and then you throw the script away so you can be present in the moment while you're
Yes.
delivering it. You know, same thing as like performing any other thing.
And this is like social. Like this ain't really necessary for you. Like anybody, just as advice. Like this is when you performing and you got to memorize things like that. Pablo, what you said earlier was real valuable. Like you got to view the written material as one thing, then the performance as another. Like I said, in theater art, it's the same exact concept. You know, get familiar first. Don't necessarily try to memorize the script. Get familiar with what's going on. What type of flows are going from scene to scene, from play to play, from round to round, from stanza to stanza. However you write your bars or whatever. But once you can understand that, then now it's the performance part. While you're performing, you memorize the lines naturally because now you just memorizing what's in between each of those little sections that you just remembered. That's kind of like the memorizing thing shouldn't be something you're doing in the beginning. You should just get familiar with what you're really, how you're flowing with what you're saying. This is not just for social,
That's
just giving advice.
Yeah.
No, that's what I did with the A-Fan battle. That's exactly how I did the A-Fan battle. Like I wrote the material and like by the time I was done working it out, it was already in my brain. And then I had a whole week to like rehearse and you know,
and that was one of your best ones.
This battle, bro, it just that was one of the best ones. And like this battle, it's just shit just kept coming to me. Like that was the problem. And the same thing happened with Maze. Like I didn't finish my Maze round. I only had a round and a half for Maze because I kept taking shit out. Like I changed my rounds so many times. So the night before the battle, it was actually the morning of the battle. It was like 4 a.m. and I was still writing the second half of my second and my third, and I got through those rounds. So I don't know, but I think I was just coming off the A-Fan battle too, so my confidence was like high, you know. But
right.
Then having that long break before the Innovate battle and then having that break between there, it's like I don't know. It's just fucking. There's a lot of variables. I'm not making any excuses, but I did know my. You know, but y'all will hear the bars. Y'all are gonna hear the rounds.
You heard? I mean, like you pull lines for the win. I don't fly kites. It was a lot of things in between. We was hearing them. Like that's what I'm saying. We already know. It's that's not really debatable. But it doesn't really. If you're not putting that into that with the whole package, it's like, yeah, I learned my lines. But when it's time for the show, it's not performing. You're not delivering in the line straight. It's never going to really matter until that happens for the game of love of the culture.
I mean, I did that for a lot of earlier battles, my first like 5 or 6. I can't even watch them because I know the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, you're literally just in your head reciting. You're just reciting. You're not performing. And I really had to like, you know, get away from that, you know. So yeah.
Shout out to all the battles though, because I mean that
was fire, bro. Yeah, that reminds me. So I don't want to make it go too long, and I gotta hit these people up and send them their winnings and shit. I wanted Pyro to break some stuff down, but
and their shillings.
Fucking StreamYard's been doing it all night where something happens and then no one can hear me and shit. So
shout out to the backgrounds again. Like I said, that the graphics like that stood out. That was fire how that was. Like,
yeah,
like, a real match.
I made like a bunch of different
stages. My bad to Pablo and the Mystery Man who put all that work into this too. Like,
yeah, I didn't sleep. I worked overnight the last 3 nights, and I didn't.
To them and to Pyro, that's who I apologize to the most.
Check out
like,
this.
Fuck the fans, like fuck the people watching. It's Pyro, and
that was the first one.
I wanted to. So I had different ones. Yeah. So I don't think I uploaded them all. But yeah, I had the start game select, the loading screen. I made this one.
I didn't see that one.
And then
City.
I had this like under the moonlight. I like
that.